Math begins not with addition and subtraction and multiplication and division. It begins with understanding numbers and how they relate to everything around us.
Well, we teach it very concrete first with a material. You're literally physically moving things from one side to the other usually, or moving numbers around so you can see them concretely. Maria Montessori even once said, the hand is the instrument of the mind. So when they're physically moving the materials, they're getting a deeper understanding for what's happening.
As an adult, we know that 6 times 4 is 24. We've memorized that fact. But what we're not thinking about, and where the students start, is that it's actually 6 taken 4 times. 4 times. So they can see then with the beads that they can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 24. They can, as they get more advanced, they can start to skip count 6, 12, 18, 24. And as they continue to practice, they will start to see and internalize that information. And knowing that there's a 0 as a placeholder when you're going to the tens place, or 2 zeros as placeholders to go to the hundreds place, that's all abstract learning. But when you're doing it concretely, you can see that there are gaps in place value. There is nothing in that spot. And so they've put together those connections more naturally than just rote memorization, the way so many adults have experienced it in the past.
When you touch something, the impression stays in your mind. Then that is replaced by a pictorial diagram. And then later, with numbers, it's replaced. And later, it is replaced by the alphabets and bigger formulas.
A cool thing about Montessori is that it has a spiral curriculum. And so the kids will touch on a subject in Children's House, and it'll circle back up to lower L. They'll see it again, dive into it a little deeper than Children's House. It'll cycle up to upper L. They'll see it again. We'll dive in even deeper, and then it'll come up to secondary. They'll dive into it the deepest it goes.
Because you've built them up with physical materials, these students can square 36 in their head, even though as an adult, I can't do that easily. They're squaring it in their head because they're just visualizing, well, this is what it is on this side and this is how it fits together. So they've built the scaffolding up along the way and can just see it in their mind's eye. When you don't know how you're going to use a concept or a skill, you don't relate to what you're doing. And if you don't relate to it, why bother? At Bowman, the students don't ask that. They understand that when you're doing fractions, it's measurement and cooking. If they understand that decimals is money, and they're applying all of those learning experiences, and they understand when are they going to use that, because we're using it every day.